Have you ever looked at the back of your smartphone and wondered why it has 2, 3, or even 5 camera lenses? Not long ago, phone cameras had just a single lens, and that was enough for taking quick snapshots. Today, however, modern smartphones resemble tiny photography studios packed into your pocket. Multiple lenses have become one of the most recognizable features of modern phones, but why exactly are they there? And what does each lens actually do? Well, today we will uncover how smartphones turned one camera into an entire camera system, right here on History of Simple Things. To understand why phones have multiple lenses, we first need to go back to the early days of camera phones. The first mobile phones with cameras appeared in the late 1990s and early 2000s. These cameras were extremely simple, often capturing images with resolutions that seemed tiny by today's standards. They had a single lens and a small image sensor which limited what they could do. Unlike professional cameras where photographers could swap lenses depending on the situation, phone cameras were stuck with one lens permanently attached. This created a major challenge. Different types of photography require different lenses. A wide-angle lens is useful for landscapes and group photos because it captures a broader view. A telephoto lens helps zoom in on distant subjects without sacrificing image quality. Macro lenses are designed for extreme close-ups of small objects. Traditional cameras solved this problem by allowing photographers to change lenses, but smartphones didn't have enough space for that. Engineers needed another solution. Their answer was surprisingly simple. Instead of one camera doing everything, why not put several cameras into the phone? Each camera could have a different lens designed for a specific purpose. The phone could then switch between them depending on what the user wanted to photograph. One of the first major reasons for adding extra lenses was zoom. Early smartphones relied on digital zoom, which simply cropped the image and enlarged it. The result was often blurry and pixelated. To solve this, manufacturers introduced telephoto lenses. These lenses physically magnify distant subjects, allowing users to zoom in while maintaining much better image quality. Suddenly, taking clear photos of a building across the street or a performer on a stage became much easier. At the same time, companies began adding ultra-wide lenses. While telephoto lenses help you see farther away, ultra-wide lenses do the opposite. They capture a much larger field of view than the main camera. This makes them ideal for photographing landscapes, architecture, large groups of people, or tight spaces where stepping backward isn't possible. Instead of choosing between zooming in or fitting everything into the frame, users could now do both simply by switching lenses. But extra lenses weren't only about changing perspectives, they also helped phones overcome physical limitations. Smartphone bodies are incredibly thin, leaving little room for large camera hardware. Professional cameras achieve high image quality with large sensors and large lenses, but phones can't realistically fit those components into a pocket-sized device. Multiple cameras became a clever workaround. As smartphone technology advanced, camera systems became even smarter. Modern phones don't simply switch between lenses. They often combine information from several cameras simultaneously. This process, known as computational photography, allows phones to create images that would be difficult for a single camera to produce. Imagine taking a photo at night. One camera might capture details in bright areas, while another focuses on darker sections of the scene. The phone's software can merge this information into a single image with better brightness, detail, and color. In some cases, multiple cameras work together alongside artificial intelligence to improve sharpness, reduce noise, and enhance dynamic range. You may have also noticed that not every lens on a phone serves the same purpose. The main camera is usually the most powerful and handles everyday photography. The telephoto lens specializes in zooming. The ultra-wide lens captures more of the scene. Some phones include macro lenses for close-up photography, allowing users to photograph tiny details such as insects, flowers, or textures. Others may include dedicated depth sensors or specialized cameras designed to improve portrait effects and augmented reality experiences. Today, some flagship smartphones can rival dedicated cameras in many situations. While they still can't completely replace professional equipment for every task, the combination of multiple lenses, advanced sensors, and powerful software has dramatically improved mobile photography. The average person can now capture wide landscapes, detailed portraits, zoomed-in subjects, and nighttime scenes using a device that fits comfortably in a pocket. What's fascinating is that the multiple lenses on your phone aren't just separate cameras sitting side by side. They're part of a coordinated system. Hardware and software work together constantly behind the scenes, making decisions in fractions of a second. When you tap the shutter button, your phone may actually capture information from several cameras at once, blending everything into a single image before you even realize it. So the next time you look at the cluster of lenses on the back of your smartphone, remember that each one has a specific job. They exist because a single lens simply can't do everything well. By combining different lenses and powerful software, smartphone manufacturers found a way to overcome the physical limits of small devices and bring professional-level versatility to everyday users. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.